Geometry, Unit 5. Slope. Slope of the straight line given 2 points on it. Its rule. The slope of the straight line equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Important notes. Number 1. In the first case, the slope is positive. Number 2. In the second case, the slope is negative. 3. The slope equals 0 if the straight line parallel to x-axis. 4. The slope is undefined if the straight line is parallel to y-axis. The slope of the straight line equals tan theta, where theta is the positive angle which the straight line makes with the positive direction of x-axis. Example: find the slope of the straight line that makes a positive angle in the positive direction of x-axis. Its measure: A, 30 degrees. Slope equals tan 30 degrees equals 1 over root 3 or root 3 over 3 in simplest form. B, 45 degrees. Slope equals tan 45 degrees equals 1. Find the measure of the positive angle made by the straight line with the positive direction of x-axis if its slope is 1.486. Slope equals tan theta. Then tan theta equals 1.486. Start by using calculator. Shift tan 1.486 equals degrees. Therefore, measure angle theta equals approximately 56 degrees 3 minutes 41 seconds. The relation between the slopes of two parallel straight lines. If we have two straight lines L1 and L2, if L1 parallel to L2, then M1 equals M2. That means if two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal and vice versa. Thus, if M1 equals M2, then L1 parallel to L2. That means if two lines have equal slopes, then the two lines are parallel. Example: prove that the straight line passing through the 2 points 2 and 3, 0 and 0, is parallel to the straight line passing through the 2 points -1 and 4, 1 and 7. First, find M1, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Then M1 equals 3 minus 0 over 2 minus 0 equals 3 over 2. M2, 4 minus 7 over -1 minus 1 equals 3 over 2. The two slopes are equal, then the two straight lines are parallel. Prove that the straight line passing through the 2 points 2 and -1, 6 and 3 is parallel to the straight line that makes an angle it's of 45 degrees measure with the positive direction to the x-axis. First, find slope of the first straight line m1 equals -1 minus 3 over 2 minus 6 equals 1. The slope of the second line m2 equals tan 45 degrees equals 1. Since m1 equals m2, then the two straight lines are parallel. Another example, if the straight line AB parallel to the y-axis where A, x and 7, B, 3 and 5, then find the value of x. The straight line parallel to y-axis, then x1 equals x2. Therefore, x equals 3. If the straight line CD parallel the x-axis where C 4 and 2, D -5 and y, then find the value of y. The straight line parallel to x-axis, then y1 equals y2, then y equals 2. The relation between the slopes of two perpendicular straight lines. If L1 perpendicular to L2, then M1 times M2 equals -1. That's mean the product of multiplying the slopes of the two perpendicular straight lines equals -1 and vice versa. If M1 times M2 equals -1, then L1 perpendicular to L2. Example, prove that the straight line passing through the 2 points 4 and 3 root 3, 5 and 2 root 3 is perpendicular on the straight line that makes with the positive direction to the x-axis to an angle of 30 degrees measure. Solution, find M1, slope of the first line, 3 root 3 minus 2 root 3 over 4 minus 5 equals -√3. M2, tan 30 degrees equals 1 over √3. M1 times M2 equals what? -√3 multiplied by 1 over √3 equals -1. The product of the two slopes equals -1, then the two straight lines are perpendicular. Example, if a triangle with vertices y 4 and 2, x 3 and 5, z -5 and a is right angle at y, then find the value of a. Solution, first find the slope of straight line xy. Thus m1 equals 5 minus 2 over 3 minus 4 equals -3. Find the slope of m2, slope of y z, a minus 2 over -5 minus 4 equals a minus 2 over -9. Since triangle xyz is right angle at y, then m1 times m2 equals negative 1. Therefore, negative 3 times a minus 2 over negative 9 equals negative 1. Then simplify negative 3 with negative 9. Then a minus 2 over 3 equals negative 1. Multiply negative 1 by 3. Then a minus 2 equals negative 3. Therefore, a equals 2 minus 3. Therefore, a equals negative 1.